roll. Turn on my idiot cam. Capture the idiots there. And apparently I took out my horn. There we go. The wire had gotten disconnected from the horn. There's not a lot of clearance on this truck, and where we're going to do the field dirt is really not even. Not sure what y'all gonna be able to see or not. This is the first time trying to put a camera in here. Tell you what, I know, you know, there's been some other guys that make fun of this little dump truck. It's just a Chevy 5500. Actually has the same size engine as our 2500. It's a 6.6 liter. So not that big of an engine in it, but it, you know, I will say the Duramax, I've had good success with them. All engines have their problems. It just depends on what year you have or whatever. And it's frustrating, and I always try to keep a gap. Now on the interstate it's darn near impossible, because if there's a gap between you and the other cars, somebody thinks that's an invitation for them to come on over. But you know, I'm always cautious about keeping a gap. I see guys in big trucks all the time, and they're right up on the back end of a car, and there's just no way they're going to be able to stop in time. I mean, when I'm driving a tractor trailer, I'm keeping a distance of about 7 seconds between me and the car in front of me. And with this one, maybe a little bit less, because it's not nearly as long. But still, I really watch it, because if I'm not loaded, you actually can stop better when you're loaded. I mean, I know it seems counterintuitive, but you've got more ground pressure with your tires. I know it won't be November 10th when y'all watch this, but today's the Marine Corps birthday. If you got any other Marines out there, happy birthday. I've got on my Marine shirt today, one of them. I've got another one to wear tomorrow for Veterans Day. We've got a deluge of rain tomorrow. I mean, it's going to be a lot of rain, so we're not going to be working, which will turn out just fine. We can stay up late watching Marine movies and celebrating the Marine Corps birthday. Family doesn't give me gifts on the Marine Corps birthday, but I do kind of get to celebrate 2 birthdays a year. My tractor guy always makes me a cheesecake for both birthdays, so I probably don't need it, but I'll take it. We bought this, the cable, the power cord on this thing is backwards. Yeah, it's me. But we bought this camera to install in the front of this thing, and we've got one for my other truck too. I'm probably going to get one for the car, because it's amazing to me that the stupid people, you know, I'll have a full load, or I'll be hauling my excavator behind me or whatever, and here I am, I'm sitting there trucking along, and then somebody just pulls right out in front of me. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I said it earlier, but I prefer going this way than going on the interstate, because on the interstate out there, DOT is constantly sharking around on that road, and it's not that, I mean, they can weigh me, they can inspect me. I mean, I do pre-trip, everything's good to go, you know, so I know I'm going to pass inspection. However, you've got to sit there and go through it. So, and I say I'm going to pass inspection. If they pull you over, they're going to look until they find something. And you know, generally, I will just tell them, hey, just make something up, and I'll agree to it. We can go on, instead of them sitting there trying to go through with a fine-tooth comb and find anything they can write a ticket on. I'm like, hell, I will bust a light out that you can write me a ticket for if we can just hurry this process along. So sometimes I take routes to avoid DOT, not because I'm worried about getting caught doing something wrong. It's just I don't want to take the time to sit there and go through inspections and stuff. This quarry, I really don't use Vulcan material that much. I usually use Martin Marietta. I'm set up with Martin Marietta where I can just go. I only have to weigh in every 30 days, but here I have to weigh in every day. Let's see, what do we got? It looks like there's one loading out and one on deck. Yesterday they were backed up. There were probably about 10 trucks in front of me, and I said screw it, and we got field screenings instead. They've got field screenings at this quarry. I don't know of any others that do, but I'll get weighed in and I'm gonna do fill dirt until they get busy.
All right, that's covered.
All right, man. These guys have been real slow loading out, and so that's cost us on this job. I'm hoping they're not too busy today. they let me run a motor grader on this thing for them. I guess they keep it like this so that you stick to the speed limit of 15 miles an hour through here. If I go any faster on this, man, it'll shake me to death. Parts will start falling off. Me and the truck, I guess. I'm too old to get beat up in this thing like this. Looks like the dirt looks like it's pretty good that the guys got loaded out here, but oh yeah, that'll work real nice. I had a couple loads yesterday that it was just trash. And, I mean, it's to be expected. But wasn't very good fill dirt, but it was good enough that we could spread it out thin and track it in, and then put another good layer on top of it. It's only got a shed. Oh, it's only got a shed going on top of it. Engine oil filter. Oh Lord, they got us. Looks like they got us going into some bad looking stuff. my exhaust brake doesn't sound as cool as the big trucks. I love hearing trucks with their Jake brakes. That, I don't know, I just like it. Somebody shared with me a sign. It said no air brakes going into the city. It was a sign that said no air brakes, and I couldn't help but laugh. I'm like, how you expect them to stop if they can't have air brakes? I know what they were aiming for. It's just sometimes you have it's hard because a lot of times you have politicians making regulations on stuff they really don't know anything about. So they end up wasting money on a sign that says no air brakes. Put bigger boards on the side of this thing, especially when I'm hauling dirt, because the dirt heaps up a lot more than the rock does, and so if I've got dirt on here, it'll be up higher than the sides. It'll go that quick the rest of the day, because I've got to get some dirt in here so we can pull that shed back up, and I got to get it anchored down because it's supposed to have some high wind tomorrow with that that tropical front that's moving through. Well, something just rolled forward. guess Walker's bored. He ain't got much to do, waiting on me to get dirt. Woo. Alright, so we're gonna back up in here and dump it and hump it. See how well I can drive with one hand through here.